It's your girl, y'all, back again with some hot ass tea. Today, we have another reaction video. But before we get started, smash that subscribe button and join the family if you are new here. And like always, let's get straight into today's reaction video.
Story time how this girl that I knew for over 10 years that I thought was my homegirl slash cousin set me out for a nigga. Let me go and give y'all the background of the story. No, me and her was not actually kin. She was my cousin's cousin. So every time my cousin would have a family event, we was always at the same place because my cousin invited their dad's side and their mom's side to every event. So boom, every family event, every party, every get together, everything, she was always there and I was too. So this particular homegirl, we're gonna call her Madison. So this particular time, like we was in middle school, Madison's parents was going through a divorce. Madison's mom had moved to Florida and her dad still stayed in the town that I stay in. So with that being said, Madison would go from Florida back to Mississippi every time for school. But still, y'all, even though Madison would travel from state to state, she still came to every event that was down here in Mississippi over my cousin's house. So I still seen Madison faithfully even though she had moved to a different state. Okay, now let's get into the story since y'all got the background. I still remember this shit. This one day, Madison had asked me for my Facebook password. Don't find it funny, don't think nothing of it. Because at the time, I had 3 of my other best close friends. They had my Facebook password too. So now it's finna be 5 of us on one account. And I know y'all like, what the fuck? But y'all, we all was on that account because it was my Facebook, but I never really was a Facebook girl. Everybody else was on my shit to lurk on their man page. Whenever them and their man got into it and he'll block them or she'll block them, like however the case may be, they was using my Facebook to lurk. Or they'll use my Facebook to, you know, do other shit like grimy shit like text niggas and shit like that so they'll never get caught. And if they did get caught, they would be like, oh, this Stina page, Stina talk to this nigga. Whoop de whoop. So I gave my password to Madison because I was like, cool. So soon I gave my password to Madison. Probably like a week or 2 later had passed. Me and Madison still cool. We still talking. When we see each other in the club, we still, you know, wave our hands at each other. But 2 weeks passed after I gave her my Facebook password. Y'all, we get a knock at my mom's door. So my mom goes to the door to see who it is. And by the time she goes to the door, I'm walking back to my room because who is that? I know they're not for me because usually when people coming over our house for me, they would like text me and be like, hey, I'm gonna come over. So when my mama goes to the door, she knows that it's the police, which is fine because, okay, I stay on the road. We're gonna say Old Peach Street. It's a road that's also in the same city that I stay on that's called Peach Street. So the police will always make a mistake and come to our house instead of going to the right address. So we thinking like, okay, that's probably what's going on today. My mama, she get the asking the police like, what's up? Like, why are you here? Do I need to help you with anything? I see and notice that she's talking to the police longer than, you know, she normally do because when they got the wrong house, they be like, oh, I'm sorry, we got the wrong house. Jump in their car and, you know, go to the correct house. I hear, yeah, she here. Let me go get her right quick. Who the fuck she talking about? Because at the time, me and my mom the only women that's up in the house besides my little sister. And my little sister, she's a little kid, so I know they're not talking about my little sister. So my mom started walking to my own room and she telling me like, hey, the police out here and they need you. So I'm looking at her like, you told them I was here? Because at this point, I'm trying to run down like what the fuck I did because at the time, back then, I was a fighter. I always fucking fought. So I'm like, damn, when these bitches finally did press charges like this shit that caught up with me. Even though bitches used to start shit, throw a rock and hide their motherfucking hand, but I still was like, damn, when these bitches didn't press charges on me. So I go to the door to see what the police want. Y'all wouldn't believe what the fuck the police want.
Girl, what the police wanted? What they wanted?
Okay, part 2 of how my homegirl snaked me out for a nigga. So we gonna rewind on when I had gave Madison my password. When I gave Madison my Facebook password, I had got on Facebook like probably like 2-3 days after I had gave it to her, and I noticed I had a lot of friend requests, a lot of messages, but I didn't check that because like I said, these people ain't here for me. I'm expecting my homegirls to be texting these niggas and shit like that. So I get off of Facebook and instantly go to Snapchat, which was my favorite app at the time. So while I'm on Snapchat, I noticed one of my other homegirls, they got this new dresser, bed frame, and I think a TV stand. And she was like, I be catching all the little deals that's on Marketplace. So I'm asking her like, girl, what you mean you be catching the deals? Like, how much this was? She was like, girl, I got all these 3 items for like $100. And I'm talking about one of them beds that got the rhinestones in it, like that it girl type shit, because this was like in 2018. So if you had one of them beds, you was definitely that fucking girl. So she telling me like how to work Marketplace. You basically just find little items that you know that you need, and you basically hit them up like, hey, I want to buy this, and y'all find y'all a little meeting spot and you go pick it up. So instantly I'm like, okay, cool, I need me a new bed set, even though I didn't need a new bed set, but I wanted one because I wanted that type of bed that my homegirl had. So I get back on Facebook, and when I get on Facebook, I try to go to Marketplace, and it's telling me like I'm banned from Marketplace. So I'm like, what the fuck? Don't think nothing of it, y'all. I get straight off of Facebook. So now we finna fast forward to why the police was at my fucking door. So the police like, hey, ma'am, are you Stina Thomas? So I find it very weird that he keeps calling me by my Facebook name, because in my hometown, nobody really called me Stina. Like, that's my nickname now, but people really never was calling me Stina during that time. So I'm like, which one of these bitches then, snake me out? Which one of these bitches pressing charges? So like, I'm like, yeah, I'm her, because I'm trying to figure out like what's really going on. So he telling me like, these people have reported me for stealing from them. And one thing my parents always made sure they told us, I don't give a damn what you do. We would come pick you up from jail, but that stealing shit, we would never. That was more so embarrassed of us stealing because we got everything we want at this house. So when he said that, I'm like, what? And I'm like, what too? I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? What did I steal? So he's getting to saying like I'm stealing via Facebook. So me and my mama looking like, how the hell is that even possible? How the hell am I stealing through my phone? Like, what? He telling me like I'm making promises to other people that they gonna get the product that I'm selling, and I'm not selling this shit. So he really noticed that I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't understand nothing that he was talking about. So he then asked me like, hey, do anybody else share passwords with you on his Facebook account? And I get to tell him like, yes, it's like 4 other girls that share this Facebook with me. I can hit them up to make sure like now one of them is doing no illegal stuff like this. And he telling me like, okay, I understand that you don't know what's going on. He really was like a cool ass cop. So he telling me like, oh, it's fine, like I see that you didn't have nothing to do with this, but you do need to change your password. So I'm like,
oh, hell to no. First of all, you messed up by even giving people your password. That's like giving somebody your social security number. That's like giving somebody personal information that they should not even have. Like, you should be keeping at home or in a purse on a safe lock, because motherfuckers nowadays will get you fucked up and you clueless as hell. See, you lucky that police officer gave you an opportunity to explain yourself, because he could have instantly came in and arrested you quick. And little did you even know that one of those girls were on your account that they should have never had in the first place. Like, everybody don't deserve to share your space. Everybody don't deserve to do that. And see, at the end of the day, you gave those passwords for people to do sneaky, dirty, trifling ass stuff. So you can't even be surprised that somebody used your account to be stealing from other people, because you was allowing them to cheat. You was allowing them to message other dudes. You was allowing them to do all of this stuff under your name. Look, let's just keep on listening, because
so I'm like, what the fuck? The police leave, y'all. I never heard nothing else about that whole situation. So boom, it's now time for me to go off to college. I went to a community college, and also Madison went to another college, but our school was rivalries. So I still seen Madison every time we had a game, every time we played against each other, every time our school would have a party. I always seen Madison, and Madison still never brought up to me why the police was at my house. None of that. Let me tell y'all how I found out.
No, I would have brought it up to her because that's my name, that's my reputation, that's my picture, like that is my account. I would have went to all them bitches like, which one of y'all is stealing under my name and my account? Like, who did it? Like, I wouldn't even wait it. Like, that is crazy that you waited because you didn't hear nothing else for a while. Like, I would have been on it like hot fucking grease on chicken. Cause baby, who? First of all, I wouldn't even do that. Like, you ain't get my password, honey. Create your own account and do that shit on.
Oh. So Madison, she was like a good girl. Like, we all was fucking good girls in school. Like, I used to fight a lot, but we was never fast. Hell, Madison was still a damn virgin. But I'm not gonna lie, we was like untouchable in our hometown. So this resulted in Madison dating somebody else from another city. I did not like the boy. I didn't think he was the right fit for Madison. Every time she would get with this nigga, it would always be something. And I never understood why Madison would stay so long with this man and she didn't even give it up yet. So boom, back in high school, Madison would send him nudes. Like, she would send him nudes and he would always expose her ass. But the exposing, it didn't never get serious. Like, he would just show other classmates and other students. So parents never got involved. So boom, when we get into college, he exposed her again. So it
get that bad. Exposing period is fucking bad. She was fucking crazy and delusional if she thought that that boy loved her.
So at this point, I found out about it at the grill. So the grill is like where we have our calf and shit at. And I found out through this boy that I didn't even fucking know. He was in front of me ordering his food and I seen it on his phone, like he was laughing at it. So I asked him like, what you laughing at? Let me see that. Let me see that. Cause I had got a glimpse of it. I was like, let me see that. And I noticed it was Madison and that nigga. So y'all, I didn't even eat that day. I went straight back to my dorm room and I got in the bed and I get on Facebook because I already know they on there talking shit. So when I get on Facebook, y'all, I'm going through the shares. I'm on that bitch going off on other bitches because bitch, you really ain't even like that. Bitch, at least she getting exposed and she looking good in these motherfucking pictures. That's finna put her on. Like, y'all, I'm talking shit to everybody that has something to say. So where I'm from.
Put her on to what? The strip club? Girl, what? I'm confused how that'll put you on by somebody exposing your body. It's gonna put you on in the wrong way.
Where I'm from Mississippi. Facebook and Mississippi goes together real fucking bad. Parents on that bitch looking at this girl. Her parents on that shit looking at her. So y'all, I'm taking up for her. I'm texting her phone, asking her if she alright, y'all. She not even fucking replying. So at this point, I'm like, damn, this fucked up. But damn, you should have been left his ass alone when this shit first happened. This not your first rodeo of getting exposed by this nigga. So I get on the comments, I'm like, wow, like, you still doing this shit after high school? Like, nigga, yo ass really lame. Like, buddy lame as fuck. So I'm telling him like, catch a nigga outside, y'all niggas really be peons. Like, y'all don't talk shit. I'm telling him like, I'm glad you exposed my friend because bitch, she finna get put on. I hope all these niggas be in her inbox now. Like, y'all, I'm talking shit, like big shit. So y'all, he makes a status and I feel like the status wasn't about me, cause bitch, you ain't fucking tag me and I got on in the comments. You could have replied back to me in the comments. So the status was something like, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Y'all love taking up for motherfuckers and really don't know what the fuck motherfuckers really do. So from my understanding, it sound like I'm taking up for a motherfucker, but she started some shit with him and he just got the last laugh. That's what it sound like. No. So at this time, he get in the comments that I'm going off on him about. And he telling me like, I understand you a good girl, stealing like you this and that, but your friend not. So y'all, then he goes to say, you taking up for motherfuckers and you really thinking motherfuckers your friend and your people. These people ain't your people for real. Motherfuckers got police knocking at your door and you don't even know why. So y'all, I'm confused as hell. I don't even reply back to the statement because don't nobody need to know none of the business. Y'all hearted his comment and I instantly text Madison like, what the fuck is he talking about? So at this time, Madison's still not texting me back. But Madison is on Facebook active. She watching everything everybody's saying. So I'm like, cool, bet. So y'all, this video getting long. I'm gonna come back and tell y'all what the fuck really was going on and like how many times this bitch really snaked me out for a nigga. Like, it was so fucking crazy. Like, when that nigga told me, I'm gonna call her nigga Darrell. When Darrell fucking said that shit in the comments, it's like everything had got fucking exposed from Madison ass. Everything.
Girl, Madison, what you do to your dude? Like, he exposing you, but he been exposing you, but he exposed you, and not only that, told y'all two little secrets to your friends. Like, it's sad that it came out that way, but if you going behind people back doing dirty, like, people need to know. But dang, oh boy, like, this gives you never cared about her in the first place, like, at all.
Part 3 of my homegirl slash cousin snaking me out for a fucking nigga. So like I said in the previous video, her nigga Darrell basically telling me like, you think people good, these people ain't really who they say they are. Basically saying like, medicine, I'm taking up for medicine, and medicine ain't even my friend for real. Police had came to my house saying that I had stole some money from this person via Facebook. They came to my house because it was my page. When Madison had asked me for my Facebook password, she was asking me so she could give it to her nigga the whole time. Weird as fuck. Yeah. Then you knew that the police had came to my house about the situation. You never once said like, hey Stina, be on the lookout, or hey Stina, I'm sorry, I didn't know that this man was gonna do this with your Facebook account, because you knew exactly what the fuck he was gonna do with that Facebook account. So boom, after all this little situation happened, like I told y'all, me and Madison, we have the same cousins, so I would still see Madison around. Me and Madison really ain't talk after that situation because she never replied back to my messages. So I finally caught up with Madison at our shared relatives' house. I didn't want to be on that over my cousin them house, but like I told y'all, I was a fighter, so it was giving me that when I seen you. But I really didn't want to be on that because that side of my family was not fighters. Like, they don't be on shit like that. Only my dad's side. So it was like, don't show out on my mom's side like that. So boom, I just let the shit bypass because I ain't gonna lie, Madison nigga, I really didn't like him after that situation, but I damn sure didn't like him or her, because why was her nigga in my inbox trying to fuck with me? I really could have been grimy and started talking to that nigga, but I didn't, because bitch, that shit never crossed my mind to snake out somebody that I love, somebody that I still have.
Girl, I'm glad you didn't, because he was trying you. That's why he was getting all in the comments telling you all that shit. He was trying you so he could throw up in that girl face that you slept with him, so he can say, oh, she was never your friend anyway, so it's good what you did if they would have got back on good terms. I'm glad that you had self-control and respect for yourself not to sleep with that boy. He is corny as fuck. 1, for trying to sleep with you, getting your fucking inbox. 2, for fucking exposing her body, her areas, which nobody else should even know about. She shouldn't even been fucking doing it in the first place. And 3, for even doing that. He knew that that wasn't her fucking account. So why would you log into that account doing shit like that in the first place? Both of them was fucking grimy. And both of them you should have blocked the shit out of him. And you definitely did right by not even talking to her no more at all. But this tea is fucking hot. So let's continue.
Lord 4. So y'all, I changed my password from when this situation had happened. My friends that once had my password, they wanted it back, so I gave it back to them. And when I would give my password out, y'all, I would change my password to some easy shit, like probably like Treehouse. Like, it would be very easy for a motherfucker to guess, but I really didn't give a fuck. One day I'm sitting in my apartment, like I think like 2 years had passed by, because now I'm going to a new college. I'm sitting in my apartment and I noticed like I get an alert from Facebook saying that somebody's trying to get into my account. Is this me? So I don't think nothing of it, because I recently had just gave my friends the new password. So I'm not thinking it's like fraudulent. I'm thinking that it's one of my friends trying to log into my shit and they got the password wrong. So whole time, y'all, it was Madison. Madison had got back into my shit, but at the time I did not know. This was around COVID time, so we really wasn't going to school like for real on campus, but we was doing like online. And you had the choice to do hybrid if you wanted to. So like my classes was in person, but our teacher always made sure to tell us like, if you feel sick, do not come to school. So yeah, I don't even think it could be Madison at this time, because now me and Madison stay about 2-3 hours away from each other, and we really wasn't focused on each other. And it's like ever since Madison had got exposed, she had turned wild as fuck. So Madison wasn't my cup of tea. Like, me and her used to keep it brief, like, hey, what's up at the family functions, and we wasn't fucking with each other. Like, I wasn't fucking with that shit at all. Like, I could have been in jail not knowing what the fuck I was in jail for. So now midterms is coming up, and I need to be sitting my ass in a seat. So when I get in the classroom, I know it's like me, this other boy, and this other girl. Like, it's probably like 4 blacks in the whole classroom. Of course, when we see our people, we mostly sit by our people. So mostly everybody on my road that was sitting beside me was black. So at this time, the teacher is calling our name out, taking attendance, and she goes to say my name, which was probably like the last name, because my last name is Thomas. So when she said my name, I noticed the boy that was sitting beside me had turned around and looked at me, but you know, not thinking nothing heavy on why he turned around and looked for like a long time, and then, you know, look back at his paper. We go around class, and the teacher basically like telling us to describe something, and she like, when you answer the question, state your name first. So I had stated my name is Stina, and I had answered the question. So the boy had did a look again, and I'm just looking at him like, what the fuck? So boom, I go outside of class, and y'all, the boy, he's coming out of class too. I get into my car, and y'all, it's so crazy because the boy had parked beside me. Y'all, I'm driving back to my apartment off campus, and I noticed that he is following me. But I'm not too shook up about it because shit, it's daytime. If he try to take my ass, cool. Like, people gonna see his ass. That's what I'm thinking. But y'all, I noticed that he stayed in the same apartment complex. So boom, I'm getting out the car, and I let him go and walk up to his apartment first, because I don't know what the fuck dude really on. Like, are you trying to figure out where I stay at? I don't know. So he walked into his apartment, and I could just tell like he fiddling around trying to wait on me to go to my apartment. So I get out the fucking car, because at this time, like, I'm sitting in this fucking car, and y'all, my car did not have no fucking air at the time, and it was hot as fuck. Like, I don't know if it was August, but it was hot as fuck. I'm not gonna sit in this car no longer, y'all. I'm sweating. So I get out and I go to my apartment. Before I go get to my apartment, y'all, he had stopped me. He was like, hey, you Stina? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Stina. And he basically was with a group of other young guys, and he was like, yeah, shit, when you gonna let me come over? And I'm laughing, but I'm like, excuse me, do I know you? And y'all, he's saying his name. I don't know what the fuck he talking about, because I don't know this man. So he really just like, oh, you really trying to bluff me like you don't know me? You know me. I'm like, no, the fuck I don't. So y'all, this nigga gets saying like where I'm from, and I'm just looking like, how the fuck do he know this? But while he's talking, I'm steady trying to get to my apartment, because this is weird. Like, some weird shit like this going on in Mississippi. Never experienced no shit like that. I was weirded the fuck out about this shit. So I'm trying to get to my apartment, where my roommate said that somewhere I know that I'm fucking safe. Get inside my apartment, lock the door, and I call my best friend. My best friend is a boy. I tell him like everything that's going on. He from the same hometown as me. I'm like, this nigga Thomas, so he know me. Blase. I don't know this nigga. And my homeboy like, shit, what he have on, like how he look. I get him to run down. He like, oh, like, shit, what dude on? Do I need to come down there? And I'm like, I don't fucking know at this point. So we basically stay on the phone, catch up with each other, and get off the phone. So y'all, the next day I'm going to work. When I'm going to work, I see the young man again, but this time he by himself. So I call him like, hey man, what you say your name was again? He tell me, and I'm telling him like, I'm sorry, I did not mean to be rude yesterday. I really don't know you. I was like, do you remember where you met me at? And shit like that. So he telling me like, oh, we met on Facebook, but he was like, damn, we didn't link before, and you still ain't on it. Like, you still don't remember me. I'm telling this young man, no, are you sure we met before? Like, are you tripping? Y'all, he goes pull up his Facebook messengers. Me and this man have messages. Me and this man have fucking messages together. So I'm like, damn, but I don't remember this man. And the messages are recently, like, the messages was messages after I had took my password from Madison.
Now, why you pretend like your friends ain't had your password? That's the first thing should have came to mind.
Story time how my homegirl had snaked me out for a nigga. Part 4. If you haven't watched the other parts, go back and watch them and then come back. Like I had told y'all in part 3, this guy told me that he had met me via Facebook, and me and him was texting through messages. After that little situation had happened, 2 or 3 weeks later, Madison and her best friend is now into it on Facebook. Mind you, her best friend is also her auntie. Stay with me now. So boom, you already know they airing each other asses out on live. So at this time, I got my iPad and I got my phone, both looking at both of their lives. Because at this point, both y'all get on the same live and scream at the phone. Madison really wasn't hitting no valid. So I got off her live and got on the auntie. So the auntie had told us how one day she had went to the store and she seen some fine shit that she wanted to pursue. In the store, she gave the nigga her Facebook because she didn't want him to text her number or some shit like that. But she said the whole time she was giving him her Facebook, he kept acting like he knew her. She didn't know why. The auntie must have got her ass to that house and that dude text her. Y'all, once she see some previous messages and come to find out it was Madison texting this boy off her page. And she knew it was Madison because she said Madison wasn't deleting the messages, she was archiving. So boom, instantly I get my iPad and I go to messages. I go to my archive message. Oh, and behold, the first message that popped up was me and Schoolboy message. So when he told me and him was texting, I didn't ask him to go through the messages or nothing. So now I'm finna go through the messages. Y'all, why was him and Madison not texting for nothing but about like 2 weeks before they did the deal? So the messages was very fucking short. And I knew for a fact that it was Madison because why did she send him the same news that she had got exposed from? Like the whole world haven't seen that shit.
Y'all, this was some hot tea. Stop giving your passwords to motherfuckers. Stop that. The password is a password for a reason. Only for you to know it. These people are doing anything with accounts. And God forbid somebody hacked your account, but giving your password to a unworthy friend is crazy. Let them do whatever they got going on. Whatever they trying to do. Let them do it on their own time. On their own photo. With their own platform. Their own social media. Stop giving these people your passwords. Like, the lesson was not learned. Because, baby, after that happened with the police, Madison or them other girls shouldn't have got your new password at all. That Madison girl need to stay where she at, honey. She is freaked the fuck out. And you probably thought Madison was a virgin, but the whole time Madison was fucking everybody the whole time. The auntie ain't lying. That's why you got on her live. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, y'all, stop getting on these social media platforms, meeting people, wanting to meet up with people, trying to date people. Every time I turn around and I'm hearing stuff like that, the situation of people's stories went fucking left. This is a dangerous world. Stop meeting these people online. Get yourself together. Stop giving your password. Get yourself together. Stop giving these passwords out. Jesus, honey, at the end of the day, you did not learn your lesson the first time. And I bet you till this day, people still have that password. You should have deactivated that page quick, fast, and a hurry. Madison, I hope that girl get it together. And I hope she found it in her to be a true friend. Because what type of friend would give out a password to her mans that don't even respect her up there uploading her naked nude pictures on social media? And she thought what? By giving him your password so he can scam people. Y'all all could have went to jail. Y'all, drop down in the comment section what you think about this story. And if you are new here, join the family so you can keep getting this hot tea. Because, baby, today's reaction video, the tea was definitely hot. If you are returning, hello, you guys. I appreciate you so much. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.